So we have about 5 minutes just to have an overview of what the meeting is about. And then right after that, everything that is within the outline will be played to us. And I hope everybody is with me. And the last boy at the back, just as always in the class. So I hope the last boy at the back can hear me. Please, the last boy at the back, can you hear what I'm saying? I asked of the last boy, but everybody is speaking. The last boy at the back, can you hear me? So what did he hear to say no? All right, so fast forward. I know when I'm to give them hand the microphone to anybody over here to tell me about what Africa is about. We have thousands of pages to tell us about what Africa is about. And if I'm to go on to ask you of what Ghana too is about or what you know about Ghana, you have a lot to tell us. Yeah. And then what we have actually conceived as Africa or as Ghana is what we are here to really discuss. So this morning, it is more of a discussion about our environment. It's more about a discussion about ourselves. And it's more about a discussion about our continent and our country and our nation, which is one of the core values that African Renaissance Foundation is about. We are interested in retelling the stories of Africa, and we are also interested in empowering youth through entrepreneurship, through community engagement and community empowerment. So part of these values that African Renaissance Foundation is interested in, that brings us here to you. And we also value your views, we also value your commitment, we also value your dedication. So for the next segment that we are going to have is going to be exchange of information and an exchange of knowledge about ourselves, about our environment, about Ghana, and about Africa as a continent. So I'll just like to brief you on that, and then for the subsequent time, you know what it's really about. So without taking my time, I would like to call Miss Agnes to the podium to let us know what is yet for us to do.
Bosomtwe Oyoko SHS. Are we here? Are we here? You know, this is a senior high school, and so when we come here like this, you want to feel the youthful energy. Bosomtwe Oyoko SHS, are we here? Are we ready? That's great. I love the energy in the house. And so we will quickly start with the program. Have we prayed? Great. And so I would want to address certain dignitaries in our midst. The chairperson, heads of school, departmental heads, teachers present, keynote speakers, distinguished guests and organizers of the program, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm elated to be accorded this singular honor to stand before these wonderful people here to be your MC, your moderator for this particular program. We know that at the end of the program, you are going to attest to how educative and entertaining this program would be. Now, I would want to acknowledge those who brought up this program. So this program was brought up by the AFRI KAN-EXCEL Renaissance Foundation. Let's give it up for them. They've done so well. And I know a lot of senior high schools would want this opportunity that of Bosomtwe Oyoko has gotten like this, so that we will learn more, we will get to know a lot of things about our environment, how to be patriotic, how to lead, and others. So thank you so much, AFRI KAN-EXCEL Renaissance Foundation. Secondly, I would like to thank the heads of the school, all teachers, and everybody who has made this possible. Students, let's give it up to them once again. And to our main sponsor, Dolce Yogurt. We would bring some around so you'd see how it looks like. And so when you go to the market, kindly look for Dolce Yogurt. Okay, so if our media team is ready, let's all kindly stand up on our feet as we recite the national anthem, because we know that this is an African program, it is a Ghanaian program, and as patriotic citizens, we have to acknowledge our national anthem. Let's let's recite the national anthem. 3, 2, 1, let's go. God bless you all so much. Let's kindly take our seats. Wow, I'm so glad to be here. Great. And so we wouldn't want to waste much time. Indeed, as the national anthem goes, and help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. You know, we can't do that. We can't resist the oppressor's rule if we are not ready to lead, if we are not ready to take up the mantle, to do something, to create change in our societies, to create change in our communities. And so at this point, we are going to start off with a very interesting session. Now in this session, it is dubbed Matters on Civic Education, Solutions for a Better Community, Patriotism and Leadership. I would quickly want to ask a question to all of us. If you are ready to answer, kindly put up your hand and you'll be given a microphone. Who is a patriotic citizen? That's a quick question I would want to ask all of us. I know we've done social studies, and dating back to primary school, we did citizenship education. So we know who a patriotic citizen is. Who is a patriotic citizen? Bosomtwe Oyoko. Okay, there's a hand.
A patriotic citizen is a person who is devoted to defend his or her country.
Wow, let's give it up for her. That's the exact definition. Okay, so in somebody's quest to defend his or her nation, that person is deemed a patriotic citizen. And I hope all of us here are patriotic citizens, right? And so let's see something. Assuming you are in a community, we all find ourselves in various communities. And definitely there are challenges your community is facing one way or the other. It could be as a result of natural activities, or it could be as a result of artificial activities, that is human activities that we do to harm the environment. It could be anything at all that a community might be facing. Now, what makes you stand out as a citizen of Ghana is how patriotic you would be and how devoted you would be to lead and bring a solution to that particular problem. And so that is exactly what we are going to do right here. So as you are there, kindly be thinking about certain challenges you have in your communities and certain solutions you want to employ. As I said, this particular session, we are talking about matters on civic education, that is solutions for a better community, patriotism and leadership. Without much ado, I would like to call our panelists. Are we ready to see them? Yes. Are we ready? Yes. I'm not feeling the vibe. Guys, are we ready? Yes. Okay. So our first panelist goes by the name Mr. Bechatem Daniel Mallet. He is the Vice President of the AFRI KAN-EXCEL Renaissance Foundation. And again, he is a teaching assistant at College of Arts and Built Environment, KNUST. Let's give it up for him as we welcome Mr. Daniel Mallet to take up the first seat. Let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you so much. Now to our next speaker. He goes by the name Mr. Ochre Cosmos Abeko. He is the head of the Department of Afric Diamond Valley of African Excel Renaissance Foundation. And I know that after this program, you would want to know more about these departments and what they do and all that. He is also a researcher and an assistant financial manager at Kingdom Leadership Consortium. Let's welcome Mr. Cosmos to take that Thank you so much. Again, we are moving on to our next speaker. He is Mr. Joseph Edu Buahen. He is a consultant esquire and an assistant accountant and the head of Department of Business in Bosomtwe Oyoko SHS. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your presence. Let's keep appreciating him. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, thank you so much, panelists. We know that you are poised to the very intelligent questions our students will be posing to all of us. So as I said earlier, I told you to do something, and I know you are done now. By now, yes, I know you're done. It was all about challenges you have identified in your communities and certain solutions you would want to employ in them. And by so doing, we know that you are exhibiting attributes of a patriotic citizen and a leader as well. And so, right now, the microphone will be going round, and let's see the patriotic citizens we have in our midst. Okay, so the microphone is coming round, but before that, let me quickly chip this in. So please, you have more time to think about it and bring out laudable solutions. Let's acknowledge the presence of our teachers here. We know that without our teachers, we wouldn't be here by now. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be so endowed with the knowledge we are always exhibiting out there. So let's acknowledge our teachers. If I mention the name of the teacher, let's please acknowledge them with a round of applause for they being present here. Mr. Gideon Okwan, our SRC patron. Thank you so much, sir. Can we have a wave? Okay. Mr. Edward Nimo, he is our math tutor. Mr. Edward, thank you so much. I remember back in SHS, I didn't like math. The E-math and the physics, challenge. Ebefa. Madame Mercy Esiama. Madame Mercy Esiama. God bless you so much, mommy, for being here. My mom is Mercy, actually, so you're my mom. Thank you so much for coming. She is the girl child coordinator and the CRS tutor. Let's give it up for her again. Madame Dinah Bwedi, she is the CRS tutor as well. Thank you so much, Madame Diana. Thank you so much. Sir Armstrong, the PE and sports master. Sir Armstrong, all right. Thank you so much, teachers, for coming and for gracing this wonderful occasion. So yes, now is the time. The microphones are ready. Let's get to know certain challenges your communities are facing. And if, let's say, you were the member of parliament of your constituency, the assemblyman of your community, what solutions you would bring out? So, quickly, yes, we have a lady there.
Please, drug abuse.
Drug abuse. Okay, so that's a particular thing you have identified in your community. Now let's find out what solutions you would want to bring on board if you are given the opportunity.
Please, per my observation, most people involved in it is we the youth.
Okay.
And the cause of it is sometimes we not having our parents home to advise us. And so for my intelligence, what I think that it will help to reduce the drug abuse in our community is that teachers and our parents should pay attention to we the youth, because in this stage it's not easy for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's give it up for her. She has done so well. So if we understand you clearly, it means if you are given the opportunity, you are going to advocate for parents to take very good care of their kids in terms of advising them, in terms of keeping a close eye on them to prevent drug abuse. Thank you so, so much. We didn't get your name. Please, your name.
Please, I'm Boatin Hussein Akunedu.
Boatin Hussein Akunedu. Thank you so, so much. Thank you very much. Now, do we have another person to bring out certain challenges their community is facing? I know you guys are brilliant, so let's bring out the ideas. Bosomtwe Oyoko, are we here? So please, let's take the microphone. If we want to be the leaders of tomorrow, then it starts today. Take up the microphone and speak. You might not know who is watching. As you can see, we are streaming it. Now, social media is everywhere, and that is actually where people are getting a lot of opportunities. So if you really want to be the next generation leader, take up the microphone and let's hear your voice. Who is speaking? Can we get a guy? Because a lady has spoken. Do we have someone? Okay.
Please, poor road network.
Poor road network. Okay, that's a predominant thing you have identified, right? So, if you were given the opportunity, what would you do to bring a solution to that? Allow, guys, allow. You can't hear me. Okay, can you kindly come up here? So, all I'm saying is, identify a problem in your community and bring out laudable solutions to it. Our brother here says he has identified poor road network. So please let us know what solution you would want to bring on board. Who knows, you might be the next president, so don't belittle yourself, okay? So what is your solution?
We should report it to the government.
We should report it to the government. Okay.
Why?
To the DC. Okay, that's great. Let's give it up for him. We are not done. We are not done. There are more than 50 people in this auditorium. So please let us hear your voice. Or you live at East Legon. Do we live at East Legon? Even East Legon has troubles. They have challenges they are facing. So please kindly voice out. You know, this is an African program. Let me make a clarification. We Africa, your program, you get it? And we know that Africa comprises of a lot of languages. So we are not only speaking English language here. You can speak Chi as well, if you are comfortable in that language. So please, you can take out the microphone and speak Chi. Just express yourself, okay? Okay, our teacher wants to speak. Let's kindly hand him the microphone.
Thank you very much. I don't know your community, but there is one community that I usually find myself in. And the problem or the challenge over there is that they have a rubbish dump.
Okay.
An incinerator over there. But more often, when people go to throw rubbish away, the thing is full. And there is somebody there who will direct you to take your rubbish back home until it is loaded. Okay. And sometimes you can keep You could keep your rubbish in the house for more than a week and it is still full and you not get a place to dump it. Wow. So I think that's a challenge that needs a solution.
This is so disturbing. So who can bring out a laudable solution to this challenge? We know we have great minds. Right? God has given us intellect. So let's find out what laudable solution would you bring or propose to this particular challenge? Okay.
Please, provision of raised beans by the government.
Great.
And his subordinates.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Let's give it up for her. Let's give it up for her. Thank you so much. You are doing so well, girl. Keep it up. Thank you so much. We are not done. I want two more. Two more from the students. Okay, we have someone. Kindly mention your name. Yeah. You can also ask questions, but we've not gotten to the question session yet. So kindly speak for us your name and the program you are reading.
Please, I go by the name Beta Enchiwa.
Enchiwa. Okay.
Flooding. Like the challenges I'm facing in my community is flooding. I will use Teshinungwa as an example. That's where I live.
Teshinungwa. Okay, all the way in Accra. That's where you live. That's nice. Let's find out more.
People build their house at this sea or at the river side.
By the seaside, okay.
By the seaside, and the choking of choke gutters. So, being a first lady in Ghana, I will make sure that.
I like her vim. Give it up for her. Being the first lady of Ghana. You know, these are the people we are looking for. So let me say something. No, she's not done with her solution. I'm just breaking her for now. Being the first lady of Ghana, she is proclaiming something into the future, right? So, and that's exactly what we all have to do. Don't belittle yourself. You are right now in SHS. Don't say I'm in SHS, I can't do much. You can actually do much and the world will see your light. Go girl, let's give it up for her again. Please continue with your solution.
So, as I said earlier, being a first lady, I'll advise my husband as the president of the Ghana.
Okay.
Make sure that we won't allow anyone to build his or her house at the riverside and the choking of the gutters. We'll construct more gutters for them.
Let's give it up for Enchiwa. Thank you so much. You've done so well. Can we get more? Okay, our panelists are ready to take all your questions. So just keep bringing up your solutions to the challenges and let's see. Okay, your name, the program you are reading, and you proceed to answer.
Please, my name is Francisca, and I'm offering general science. Please, my name is Francisca, and I offer general science. Please, per what the teacher said, I think close attention must be paid to recycling. So like there should be separate bins for like waste that can be recycled and the stuff that cannot be recycled.
Wow. Indeed you are a science student. Indeed you are a science student. Thank you so much. Okay. Another one? Is there any other? Yes, we want to take your idea, so if there's great.
My name is Atia Michael, and one challenge that our communities do face is water shortages.
Water shortages,
yes,
okay.
Please.
And now I would want you to mention the name of your community because we are putting it out there on the internet. And so if any government official sees it, we know that they can bring out solutions to it. So kindly mention the name of your community and give out your challenge.
Tiasia Afram Plains.
Afram Plains,
yes,
okay.
It's located in Eastern region.
Okay.
And my challenge there, or what I do face is water challenge shortages.
So if you were given the opportunity, what would you do to bring a change to that?
If I'm given the opportunity, I have the power to solve it. I'll make sure there's much borehole drilling in the community and also much tanks to store water, so that if there's light out, water are still there to supply to the people.
Great, great, great. Thank you so much. Let's take our final one here. Let's take the last one here. Then we quickly come to our panelists.
My name is Nathan Gifty. And the problem that I face in my community.
What's the name of your community?
I'm from the northern region, Volgatanga.
Okay, great.
And some part of it is facing the problem of illegal mining, which really destroy our land and our water bodies. So if I was in power, I would have stopped illegal mining in our community.
How would you bring a stop to illegal mining?
I can stop illegal mining by providing the armed forces to stop the people who does that work.
But you know, okay, this is open to all of us. You know, already there is a movement going on in the country where the army, the police, they've all decided to stop these illegal miners, in that when they catch you doing it, they would arrest you or possibly something worse to you. And so I think that already is in implementation, but still they are doing it. So what other solution would we want to bring to that? It goes to all of us. Thank you so much. Let's give it up for her. Please, do we get the question?
Yes.
Illegal mining.
Someone was talking, but then I don't think he wants to speak. That's why I'm speaking for him. She is saying that for us to stop the illegal mining, I think it is about time that the government goes into the universities, because you cannot complete university without doing research. So if you have a university, that is University of Mines and Technology, then the government can therefore, go in there, take some of their research that they've done on how to stop galamsey and rather use it as an academic research.
I think that's also a good one. Let's give it up to him. Let's give it up to him. Okay, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Now let's come to our panelists. Yes. So first of all, I want to ask a question. As youth, as Ghanaian youth, we are all in SHS, and we know that we are the youth of the nation. Can we bring a change to certain problems we are facing in our communities? You see, I asked the question and we projected it into the future, where Our Lady even said, if I become the first lady, it means that it's not a now thing, but we are speaking currently. What can we do to bring a change to some of these challenges in our communities? So the first question is, can we bring solutions to these challenges? And if so, how do we do it? So, Mr. Mallet, kindly start for us.
Thank you for the opportunity. And I believe so much well that change in our communities can begin now. And the first area of change now is the mind. There is this popular term that says that culture is capital. Yeah, that is where I would like to begin from. Culture is capital. What it means by that is that everything that we are doing, consisting of our thinking, consisting of education, consisting of any little thing we do in the community, sum up to capital. So for change to begin, it simply means that how we think about things, how we look at things or perceive things, if that should change for the first time, it simply means change is happening. Because as students that we are still in education, some of us in probably SHS 1, SHS 2, SHS 3, maybe some of us will still be in the university or graduated. We may not have that much amount of money that may be needed for a project, but then for me, I really believe in a change of mind, that if we change our mind as to how things are being done in the community, right from there, then change can begin. So I think I'm in line with one of these sisters that said that in dealing with problems of dumping of refuse, if we are to look at how to recycle them, to segregate that plastic go that way, and then things that are degradable go that way, it could be cool. That is fine, because if you have to think of the idea of solving problems with respect to rubbish, and the incinerator that we have is full, what are we going to do? Maybe we may have plantain peels, we may have plastics that are together with the plantain peels. But then our farmlands are there that are in need of nutrients. So when we have an idea of how to look at how to deal with rubbish, then it simply means that we'll be able to change from there. So I believe that if we have a change of mind now as to the problems we have currently, then change can happen. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Mallet. So change starts from us. It starts with a renewal of our minds. So in the course of their submission, if you have any question, kindly alert Nana Kwame, and he would quickly alert me on that. So, Mr. Cosmos, is there any other thing that as the youth of Ghana, aside having a renewal of our minds towards these challenges, what other thing can we do to bring change?
Thank you once again, people of Bosomtwe Oyoko Senior High School. I loved the introduction you gave my moderator. God bless you so much.
Thank you.
I would want to announce this to us that we have lots of coverage on whatever we are doing here, and so I would love to have your full or total engagement in what we are doing here. You might not know, as the slogan goes, it says, my voice does what? It matters, and my actions makes the difference. So I want you to engage fully in whatever we are doing here. Now, I've taken cognizance of a few people, and whoever that has spoken already, right after here, I would love to meet you, and then we'll take on these conversations up front.
I told you guys, you might not know who is watching, you might not know who somebody is here right now. So please, if you are given the opportunity to speak, just take the microphone and voice out. You might not know what opportunity is coming your way. So all those who spoke, as he said, after the program, kindly see him.
So, thank you so much for the opportunity once again. On the subject of change, I believe one thing. I believe that the myth of position for change is wrong. Now, when I got to the SHS, there was something very peculiar there that I took notice of. It was about social studies. Now, who recollects the first topic that was studied in social studies? What's the first topic?
Do we remember?
Self what?
Identity.
God bless you so much. Self-identity. Why was it self-identity? Why do you think that getting into the SHS as a youth, as an adolescent, the first thing that was being tutored to you for social existence was self-identity?
It's a question to all of us.
A question to us. Why self-identity? My lady, my fair lady would want to speak once again.
Please, per what we were taught by our teacher.
Okay.
And what I learned from it is, for we getting to know more about ourselves, it helps us to voice out our opinion and show what we are capable of doing.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. Now, one thing that we realize about self-identity is that, as the name goes, it is the identification of yourself. Now, I believe that change is individualistic, in the sense that whatever problem that you are facing in society is because of the same people in the society. That is why the problem still entails. Do you agree with me? So the people that are in the diaspora are not facing certain things we are facing here because of the kind of people we are here. And so change will begin from you and I. How do we now begin with a change? It is all about self-identity. Now, if I have identified myself, the local man would want to say that, just as our teacher spoke about the thing about refuse. In fact, some do not even know that the things that we are calling refuse are not actually refuse. They are raw materials for greater productions and for greater virtues and values. So as my brother here was saying, that the things that we might be calling refuse might be supplies needed by other companies and productions as raw materials. So then, what if I sit in my home and I say that I have rubbers, I have polythene bags? Now that we have heard about recycling, do you know that now there are recycling machines that are not of high cost enough? Do you know that? But people of the locals will not want to now go into such a thing because they have not identified themselves that much. What I mean by this is that if you have identified yourself so much, you know your strengths and your weaknesses. Now, as a human being, what are your weaknesses? Some of the weaknesses we have are society-based. In this society, if a child would want to say that tomorrow I would buy Benz, in fact, if the child says that, Mommy, I want to be a witch in the future, the mother will say, but if the child should start up and say that, Mommy, me I'm metal Benz and I'm metal dying, I can see a bear 5 because you say, and yeah, no, but I believe that it should start from there. Why is the child saying that? The child has considered that as a possibility for him or her to do that. The first thing I would want you to know and be aware of is that you are capable for change. Say that I am capable for change. I am capable for change. Or I want you to boldly say it. I am capable for change.
I am capable for change.
Or you don't believe yourself. I want you to reiterate yourself. Have a paradigm shift here that you are not students seated here. We are future leaders seated here. And in fact, we are today's leaders. If you want to be future leaders, you cannot be leading in the future that you have not prepared today. So then, see yourself like one who is in a parliament now. You are in your own parliament. Somebody told me, I'm not a leader, I'm not a school prefect, I'm having no position in the school. Beloved, if you have ever sat down to convince somebody to go and brush their teeth, somebody to wake up and go and take shower, somebody to do something, if you have been able to convince somebody to take a certain decision, then I bet you that you are a leader. You have led. At least you have led yourself into decisions. Please, you are capable for change. Wherever you go, whatever problem you see in the society, understand that you do not need DC. If they were enough, then up until now, they should have done enough. That is the truth. If they were enough, up until now, we shouldn't have seen problems like we are seeing today. It is because we have left it all on their shoulders and we estimated that they are the ones who are capable of making change. In your own small way, you can make change. Who has ever watched The Boy Who Can? It was a movie. The Boy Who Can. Who has seen it? You've watched it? Oh, have you watched it? I wouldn't ask a question on that. Have you watched it? Okay. The Boy Who Can simply was about a gentleman that found a problem in the society, and the leaders of the society were not giving him the opportunity, and then the leaders themselves were not doing anything about it. So what he did was that he took it upon himself that with the little raw materials and the refuse that people have dumped, he is going to make up something as a solution. That is what I would want you to do. That you go into your society and you begin to say that this problem that I've identified, I'm not letting anybody, it's not that I'm going to report. They also have eyes, they have seen it. They have seen the bad roads, they have seen the poor drainage systems, they have seen whatever is happening in the society. But as I said, they have not done enough because they alone are not enough. Please, you are capable for change, and I would want you to identify yourself as such.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. Let's quickly come to our tutor here. Mr. Edu, what are the things we as the youth of Ghana, we are currently in SHS, what can we do to bring solutions to some of these challenges?
Okay, so personally, the subject change is a personal subject, a very personal one. It all starts from you, the individual. My brother here made mention of the fact that as an individual, you need to have a renewed mindset. It is only when you renew your mindset that you can make changes around you. Now, you guys have dormitories. When you go to the house, you have rooms, you have houses. Now, within that micro environment, there are a whole lot of issues that goes on there. Who are these people causing these issues? Are you not the inhabitant?
Yeah.
You are the same people causing these issues. And of course, if you are the same people causing these issues, that means the change that we are all talking about can start right from you. And as he rightly said, it starts with renewing your mindset. Now, I know of this popular saying, if you see something, say something. If you see something, do what?
Say something.
If you see something, do what?
Say something.
Good. we know of a whole lot of people that are involved in bad practices that is harming our environment. Yet we keep mute. We don't talk about them. We even instigate them to do them more. Right? What do we say when we see that people are involved in wrong things? You have to say something. You have to do what?
Say something.
You have to do what?
Say something.
Now the question is, Oko can't the way. Oko Eden. Oko Eden. Yemfa say bibi koso if you are with him and I say community now with him. Na obi or sorry mfichire ho a otu amana adan o se ohwehwe good. Also I heard there. Any friend that I'm saying right? This is not an abstract thing I'm talking about. It's actually happening in the communities. Some of the communities, when you go there, right at the backyard, you see people mining there. One on the room and chain pay you too good on. Who
has such experience?
The chrome, if you finish pay, now you too good. Aha, you see, so it's happening. And then, as a patriot citizen, have you said something?
No.
It's obvious. No. Every crowd promises a good look already. So it's not all about renewing your mindset and effecting the changes in your lives. But then you have to also voice out the wrongdoings in our community, so that together we can materialize the change that we need in our community for a better place. Why? Clean your come and to ball and move baby basa. Manage yourself well. Effect the changes that we are talking about in your life, and then try to also help others change from their wrongdoings. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up to him. That was a great submission from our panelists.